Hello gorgeous people, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Uncensored with Rombi. Alright, so today I just want to ask you guys to subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you turn on the notification button because you don't want to miss any of the content that I upload on this channel. Alright, so blessing, shout out to Dara, blessing Mhlanga. Wow, what an amazing article that he wrote. He said, why blame Chamisa for all that is wrong in Zimbabwe? Blame Chamisa for all that is wrong in Zimbabwe. And I think what guys you've seen, Scala was incarcerated and then Chamisa has to be blamed. You know, so many things that go wrong in Zimbabwe, Chamisa will always be blamed. People blame him that you're weak, people blame you don't have structures, people blame him for everything. But we all know the ruling party. Why are we not confronting the ruling party? You know what I mean? And what a powerful piece. I just want to read some of the things that he alluded on this article. So he said, the past few weeks have shown that in Zimbabwe we have the unfortunate culture of holding the weak to account instead of confronting the powerful. It starts with the arrest and incarceration of Job Scala. Many have sought to blame the victims instead of holding the state to account. The opposition, CCC, and its leader, Nelson Chamisa, have been blamed for inaction over the matter. Had he acted and blood split, he would have been attacked for inciting violence. It is easy for those with a voice in Zimbabwe to blame the victim and not the perpetrators. All manner of conspiracies have been concocted to justify the attacks on Chamisa as if he is a player. Linesmen and referees. We know where the problem lies, but our default position is to attack the weak and the victims instead of those in power, who hold the guns and command the tanks. The argument has been we have to make sure that we are not replacing one dictatorship with another. Investigations by Al Jazeera unearthed what is perhaps the biggest looting scandal in decades, but the silence, save for sporadic voices on social media, is astounding. It is shocking that a non-criminal jailed for gold smuggling still holds a gold trading license and is caught on camera talking about how he launders money. But we sit in the comfort of our homes and ask, what will Chamisa do or say? Just contrast with the fallout witnessed after legislators got USD 40,000 loans in parliament. How many of us said they would stop supporting the opposition? Don't get me wrong, it's all fair and square to hold the opposition to account, but it's hypocritical not to demand the same from the government. All right, so during a rally in Zimbabwe in 2017, the First Lady Grace Mugabe said women were to blame for being raped because they walked half naked. His speech was broadcast live on national TV. I called many women and organizations to get their reactions, and they all declined to comment, saying they were afraid. A few years later, Chamisa snatched the mic from his wife at Rufaro Stadium and all hell broke loose. Suddenly, the same organizations who refused to speak when Grace lashed out found their collective voice. In Zimbabwe, we have the peculiar habit of blaming the failures of those in power on the oppositions. We give those out of office so much credit and respect, yet we don't give them power. Chamisa is blamed for everything from the country's economic collapse or to underperforming councils to Scala's plight to police brutality and gold smuggling. For all the woes For all the wars the country is going through, the buck stops with the government, which we have given the mandate to pretend over the state's affairs and to whom we pay taxes. Those who are outside the realms of power, such as Chamisa, while important, should not be our primary concern. Do I disagree with him? I completely agree. It's very sad, but it's the truth. Do you know that we are an enemy of ourselves as a nation? Do you know that we are the most, for me, I don't want to be rude, but I'm telling you that if we look at people that are foolish, we should call ourselves foolish people. Because do you know that we have the solution to the problem? We are dancing to the wickedness of Zimbabwe's tune. So every time the wicked speaks, we follow. People are being paid money to hurt each other. People are sending some threats on social media, even to people, SMSs, so that they don't get power. We're a community that is just an embarrassment to itself. The question that we need to have is that how are we going to raise a great people, and how are we going to leave such a strong and great legacy to our children when we don't even know what's right for ourselves? So one of the things that will redeem Zimbabwe is knowing the difference between lies and truth, because we're kind of investing too much in lies than we should be investing in truth. It is sad, but it's the reality, is we are not captivating hatred. We allow those who are manipulators, the ones that claim to have power, to use us and abuse us and divide us. We allow division. If we were a people who are honest, we should be standing up and saying, no, we can't be used. I've always been saying, I can imagine, even if they put $1 billion, I said, Rumbi, take this $1 billion and do wrong, I won't take it. Because my principles won't allow me. It's not the money, it's the principles that I live by. Because I know that God can give me more than $1 billion if I keep my principles intact. It's that failure to understand that the moment you start allowing a person to give you money, you've given them power to control your life and everything that you do. I'm praying every day to really see Zimbabwean people free from this toxicity, because we are an enemy of ourselves. We don't know how much damage our actions are causing. I just can't wait for a day where, as a people of Zimbabwe, we are able to look at each other and say we want to do what's right. What's right for us, for freedom, for unity, for growth, and for success. Because truth be spoken, Chamisa, and I just want to say shout out to him because he doesn't answer. And kudos to you for being a man's man. Don't answer nonsense. Eyes on the ball, on the goal. It would be foolishness for you to every dog that barks you jump. Focus on the goal. The goal is to win Zimbabwe for change so we can do away with toxicity. We are tired of living in a toxic space where people don't know the difference between lies and truth. And I want to say to Blessing, thank you